Heathen. Heathen, heathen. One thing I don't like. There you go. Anytime to see you, you little mongrel. Yes, I can see the chat and I can see who I have. Alright, fathead. Get your nose out of my face. My sidekick. My sidekick. My sidekick. I almost forgot whether or not I put my rings on. And we're off. And we're off. Connecting because we're disconnecting from the house. Disconnecting from the house. Off. Good morning, beautiful peoples. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Look at you. Look at you. My onyx. My onyx. Belle Belle. Belle Belle sleeping back there. She's like, nope, I am not into this tripping stuff. All of our little protesters out here. Did you see them all? Did you see all the protesters? Morning. Or almost afternoon. Gosh, it's almost 11:30. Hey, country. Hey, Nick. How are ya? We're on our way over to Kingsport to go give the girls baths and get their nails trimmed. How are you? I think you guys can hear me okay. Onyx was getting antsy because they're in the back seat. You can kind of see them. You see Onyx and Bella. Bella, the one there is Bella. She's like, she is not my traveler. She's like, yeah, can we go home? It is 21 degrees Fahrenheit here. And we are heading to Kingsport. Thank you. We're heading to Kingsport, Tennessee, to Pet Supplies Plus is the name of the place, to give them baths. Hang on, kids. To give them baths and get their nails trimmed. It's easier that way. They have an area that you can bathe your own dogs. They have a grooming spot that they'll actually do their nails. It's like $20 basically that they'll trim their nails, and then you can buy dog washes. Tractor Supply, like there's some Tractor Supply Pluses that will also have like self dog washes, and you can buy like, you know, dog washes and stuff there. They'll have like almost like a professional dog wash thing, where they'll have a big tub and a place that you can set up. You can put your dog in like a professional dog wash. It's like a big tub, and they'll have a hose. They provide the water, the shampoo, the towels, and they even have like a blow dryer. Like if you have like a fluffy dog, that you can blow dry your dog. So yeah, it's easier for that versus trying to bend over in the bathtub, because they're elevated up, so you don't have to bend over to wash your dog. drains from clogged hairs. I mean, I have long hair. My husband has long hair, so we get enough hair in the drains, let alone the dog's hair. So it's just easier. It costs. You can get at Pet Supply Plus. I get a card that gives me I want to say it's 6 dog washes and then one free or something like that. It's like $60, so it's like $10 per dog wash per dog. So to take them and save me water usage, clogged drains, and wear and tear on my own back, $10 a dog, and then to get their nails done so I don't have to fight them on their nails and stuff. In the long run, it actually saves me money and time. I have arthritis and bulging discs and bone spurs in my cervical spine and my neck. So sometimes bending over and stuff kind of hurts. Oh, thank you, Reaction. How are you? Oh my God. The fact that you're going to do an ASMR. When I seen that ASMR last night, I was like, oh no. All I could think of was the I do ASMRs with my dogs. Have TikTok where you see her going around those 2 stores. She went through what she said, like Cuban stores. They're more like Mexican stores because she's in San Antonio, Texas. So it's not like it's all Cuban related. I watched her videos and there's lots of stuff. There's like Tide detergent, there's Dove bars of soap, there's Dawn dishwasher liquid. You can get name brand stuff there, so it's not all Cuban and not all Mexican stuff. There is some there, but of course it's overpriced. She bought 2 bottles or 2 packages of 2 6-pack things of bottles of soda. I can't remember the name of it. But I posted on my other account on my Hims Nasty and posted them of soda that were like almost $8 a piece. I was like, holy crap. And she's just a couple days ago, she was like asking for money for food. You have to use, you can't use, you have to use, you can't use like the Apple website. You have to use Mozilla or I want to say Google. Google will let you in also. Yeah, I know. She's doing that because she's not working. There's no use to shave if she's not working, right? I mean, that's my thoughts. She hasn't been working that I know of. Usually she likes to go live before she goes to work. She hasn't been doing any of that because they're cutting her hours back. I like how she's trying to say that her dependent stuff that she gets for the girls is like, what'd she say, like $306? That's for like the new people on her channel that don't know her past history of the 1700. I know it's over 1700. I just don't remember the exact dollar amount. I don't care to remember all that, the exact details. I can always go back and find it. Yeah, she's back to her old stuff. I'm doing good. I've had a couple job offers, but it's not, the job offers that I've been getting are so far less than what I was making while I was working in my other job that it's not worth accepting those jobs yet. I've got a couple people at call centers that keep like reaching out to me trying they're trying to set up interviews with me, but I know what their starting pay is, and it's like it's over $10 less than what I was making. And right now, I'm getting a supplemental unemployment. If that, it's kind of like it's almost like what do they call it, a severance pay, kind of, sort of, but they trickle it. Instead of giving me a lump sum severance package, they give it as a trickle. I think it's like a money game, so they don't have to pay all the taxes all at once or something. I don't know. Corporate America money games. But I'm still getting my full paycheck, and I still have my health insurance for now. So to accept something that's lower than what I'm getting in a check is kind of like not worth it at this point. But I'm still applying for jobs. I'm trying to find a job, but and the way the company has it set up, if I get a job before that supplemental unemployment runs out, they'll give me 50% of what's left of the pot, not even all of it. Right. Oh yeah, it's always going to be a habit. I think she enjoys it. From what I understand and what I've learned from others in her past, when her and I were quote unquote friends, this is something that she's done not just since Victor died, but she's done this for years, just not necessarily online. She's used up lots of family and lots of friends throughout the years. It's one of the reasons that, she doesn't have family to fall back on. So when she says she doesn't really have a lot of family, she's not kidding. A lot of them don't want to have anything to do with her because of her behaviors. Yeah, you'll have to do that. You can email me at my at kettlebunny@gmail if you want to. kettlebunny@gmail.com. Reaction. I want to do the panel thing with you, but I have trouble. I can't do it like when Blake's home very much because he hates hearing about her. He says he doesn't care if I do it, but I weigh my options. Spend time with the man I love, or talk about a lady I can't stand. Let's weigh those options. I'm not going to give up time with my husband to talk about Denise. I will choose him every time. Yeah, so I can do panels later in the evening because I usually Blake gets off work at 6 o'clock at night through the week. This is Eastern time because I'm over in Virginia. He gets off at 6 Eastern, and then he usually will get off around 10:30, 11 o'clock in the evenings if we're playing games and stuff online, or if I'm streaming. Saturdays are his early day because he has to be in there by 9, so he has to get up and leave around 8:30. And he gets off at 5. I'm available anytime through the day because he's at work, unless I've got a doctor's appointment or something, or if I get a job. I told him, I said, I'm going to probably start streaming some of my gaming on TikTok again for a little bit, and start going live, because I can go live on TikTok also. And I usually will stream some of my gaming on TikTok, but I can go live on TikTok also. But I told him, I was like, I might as well start going live on TikTok for a while it's around. You know, I've got a lot of friends that's on TikTok that I've made. So I've been kind of posting some more of my videos and stuff like that. I've went through my recipe books, and one of the things I used to do on my TikTok, besides my gaming, is I actually do cooking tutorials. Unlike those things that she does. I'll go live and I'll actually make the meal, and then I'll post the recipe and stuff so people can have the recipe and stuff afterwards. And they can spin it or, tweak it or whatever they want after that. That way I can interact with my folks and talk and whatever, it gets goofy in my kitchen. Oh my God, especially if Blake's around. There was one night, I can't remember what I was making, but I was cooking. This is when my daughter-in-law was alive. She was in my chat. My other son's girlfriend was in my chat. Blake was home. He was in the living room, and he started playing with Onyx. And next thing I know, I had dinosaurs flying behind my head because he was throwing the toys. It got goofy in my chat, like way goofy in my chat. So my lives when I'm cooking, you just never know what to expect. So yeah, I try not to limit myself to like one, or I try not to be a one-trick pony. I need to do some more of my gaming videos, not just my lives. now that I've figured out how I can clip some of my stuff on my video of my streams. I clipped a video from the other night. We were playing Elden Ring, and I have this thing where I'm terrible at jumping, and I need to find the other one where I jumped backwards and just totally went shoot and just died. Just died. But Blake was like, just drop down here. He says, you can't fuck this one up. And I was like, like, yeah, right, whatever. And sure enough, that's what I did. Fucked it up. Hey, green-eyed kitty. Oh, taking your donos. Got you. Send donos to green-eyed kitty. KJM is taking donos for her human. She needs Virginia's limbs. How are you doing, lady? Sure, Nick, I'm sure she'll reach out immediately. Mexican food. Y'all had me wanting pizza. Ooh, Olive Garden. Green-eyed kitty, we need to do that sometime. Especially now that I got my car back. We still need to do that. We still need to get together and do do the Olive Garden thing. Especially that endless soup and salad thing, because that's about the only thing I can do, because I don't eat very much. I still tell people not to eat at the Arby's here in Kingsport. I'm sorry. You know, that's another thing. she was bad mouthing a restaurant she went to the other day because a lady didn't have her hair up in a hairnet or something, and it was like, how many places hired her with that nasty finger rotting off of her hand? But then she tried to use that as an excuse on why she wasn't getting hired at places. It's like super annoying. Like, she's such... These are things that just made me so annoyed with trying to even support her for anything. It was like, she is the biggest hypocrite and bigot and just racist, but yet she told me I'm not racist. I just call it as I see it. I'm just opinionated. Well, opinionated and racist, that with her was the same thing. Yeah, yes, country. Her finger was literally rotting off of her hand, and she was working at different restaurants, serving food, working with food. I remember her talking about how she would make the turnovers fresh, and how she had sold all the turnovers that she made. I'm just like, ugh, ew, ugh. So it's like, yeah, all the people that I know here know not to go to the Arby's in Kingsport, Tennessee. Just no. They hired her while that finger was rotting off of her damn hand. It's like, yeah, no. Don't go there. Especially, just the thought. It's like, that thing had to have stunk. It smelled like death. It had to have. Yes, a waffle. You can say twat waffle. I don't care. Hey guys, how are you? I'm not gaming for once. We're talking about this lady that we know. We're talking about gossipy things. We're talking about this lady that we know, that I actually know in person, that had a finger that was rotting off of her hand. It literally rotted off, and it fell off of her finger, or fell off of her hand, because she wouldn't go get it taken care of. It was really gross. It was really gross. She used it to get donations and stuff for her and her kids. We're almost here. Yay. See my doggo? Onyx. Onyx. Hey. Onyx. 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 We're almost here. Arby's, they had the meats. I'm surprised she's not asking like now already. Yeah, Bella's behind Onyx, but she's kind of hogging up. You can kind of see Bella in the background. Bella doesn't like to travel much. She was like she makes her mad sounds. I took them to the vet the other day and spent $800 freaking dollars at the vet the other day for these dogs. I love my dogs, don't get me wrong, but Sharpei can be very, very expensive. Bella, at her age, I deal with chronic ear infections with her. She has very, very the Sharpei are known to have, well, they don't get cropped, but they have very, very small ears. See how their little tiny ears? Those are not cropped. They do not get cut. That's their natural ears. A Sharpei's natural ears are like that. But they have very small ear canals, so it's very easy for things to get caught down in their ears. So once a week, I use this stuff called Zymox to put in there to help, squish around to get dirt out, and take swab. I try not. I use a Q-tip, but I try to like not get very far in it because I'm always afraid I'm gonna get too deep in there. I usually will just use cotton balls in my finger as much as I can to get dirt out, but if you squish it around, they can flip their head around and get a lot of that stuff out. Hold on, I'm gonna flip this around so you can see. Maybe it'll flip around. Over there. Well, shoot, that's not helping much. Ugh. This is Pet Supply Plus. Over here's where we're going. It's almost like a oh gosh, Onyx is about to act like she's big tough. She's about to act like she's a big tough girl. Hold on. Let me put this back on your phone. You guys get to see my hand for a second. She's seen a person. There was a person. She's seen a person. She started to kind of growl at them. She's like, oh no, it's a person. My big, mean, tough girl. But so Bella gets chronic ear infections, so I have to get meds for her ears. Oops, I need to repark there. Your big head is in my way, ma'am. I love my side view mirrors. Oh, and you're gonna pull right up. Okay, there you go. Good lady. I have to open my door wide for these girls. Goodness. Oh, what? What? What is it? Still get mad. Anyway, oh, here she is. She sees a person. There's a guy walking by. What is it? She sees people and she's like on guard now. Oops. I was trying to see if I can make it any bigger. But anyway, so I had to get ear medicine for her, and then Onyx slipped on some ice the other day. With all the snow and stuff, she just kind of slipped on her back leg, her back left leg, and she was limping. It swelled up a little bit where the little angle is on their back leg, and she was limping and it was swollen and she wasn't eating. So I asked them to just kind of check it just to make sure it wasn't dislocated. I knew it wasn't broken because she was, after day 3, she was putting a little bit more weight on it, but just for they didn't do any x-rays on her leg, but the doctor rubbed her hand down her leg. They charged me $125 just to rub her hand down her leg and tell me that it wasn't dislocated and it wasn't broken. She had good range of motion. I'm like, are you serious? $125 just for that? I could have told you that. Yes, I was so frustrated over that. And then her on it, or Bella's ear stuff, that was like $70. Oh, a lady with a dog just got out of the truck. She's on protect mode. What's funny is she sounds ferocious, but then if somebody actually came to the car, she would cower to the other side of the car and freak out. She'd just growl and stuff at the other side of the car. Yeah. This vet, it's like $55 for a doctor visit per dog. So that was another $100. Bell Bell. What you doing, Bella Bella? What you doing, Bell Bell? That's my old lady. She's 13. And she is not a traveler. I swear, Bella's outlook on life is there's no reason to leave the house unless it's to go outside and go potty. But yeah, overall, because I also got their heart medicine, they get a combination that is for heartworm and for fleas and ticks. That stuff is almost $100 for 6-month doses. So there's another $200 there. I mean, this office visit like added up quick. Onyx had to get her her rabies shot. She was supposed to go last year, get it in August, but she didn't because they were having an itch. They were on full blown itching mode. That's a whole nother story. Mom was doing something wrong. We're in Virginia. Virginia is ridiculously expensive. It's almost like living in like California or New York. We've got some of the highest property taxes around. So it's kind of ridiculous. But their vet is actually in Tennessee. We're right on the border of Tennessee and Virginia. So I live in Virginia, but we go to Tennessee a lot because it's literally 3 minutes away. Right now I'm in Tennessee. Yeah. I was thinking you were in Missouri. I couldn't remember exactly which state you were in. Oh goodness. Oh, you gotta sniff everything. But yeah, so it was expensive, but fortunately I was able to at least pay for it. It doesn't yeah. It was just crazy. And then Bella had to get all of her shots updated. But yeah, the itchy thing. they have sometimes skin irritations, like skin issues. Bella also takes stuff for she takes Apoquel, which also gets expensive. It's like almost $60 every month for this pill that she takes. But it's all good. They're my babies. They're such an interesting breed that I haven't had any other breed of dog in years, except for when Blake and I first met. He had a lab mix. Bear was a lab mix. Oh, and he was a trip. We had to put him down. We put him down a few months before we got Onyx. We had already decided we were getting Onyx before we lost Bear. He ended up being ate up with cancer, so we lost him like really, really fast. And she's my little smushy face, my little smush face. Smushy, smushy, smushy. Smush, 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 smush. Smush, 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 smush. Smush, smush. But yeah, one of the things I want to do with my channel once I get it monetized, there's a Virginia rescue, a Sharpei rescue here in Virginia, that I want to start getting some donations and stuff to kind of help them out. They get a lot of, people don't understand this breed, and they'll get the breed and then they realize they got their hands full. Their purple tongue is a normal trait for this breed. That's one way to know that it's more of a purebred versus a mix. When you see them with the really long hair, they're usually mixed with something, like a chow or something. But you'll see all kinds of different mixes. Sometimes they'll mix them with a pit bull, which is weird. Once upon a time, they had a bad rap like with pit bulls because they tried to fight them because of their long skin. They could turn, like if a pit bull got a hold of their neck, they could still turn and fight. Oh goodness. Oh gosh. Listen to her. What? Oh, someone pulled it behind us. What is it? Who is it? Those pierced lips. Hush. 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 Who is it? What? What is it? I like it when she does that growl. She'll like pierce her lips like she's like blowing kisses or something. You're so ferocious. You're so ferocious. Are you guys ready to go get it? Go get your bath. You ready? They can. Bella is cuddly sometimes. It's all in Bella's time. Bella, I've had her since she was a pup. Well, both of them we've had since puppies. But Bella, my ex-husband thought she was going to be like a really sweet lap dog. And because when he picked her up, she just kind of like laid there and didn't move. Yeah, we got her home. He paid almost $1,000 for that dog from a breeder back in 2015. No, she's 13. So anyway, my math is not mathing at the moment. But anyway, when I got her home, she went under the table and wouldn't come out. But when we were looking at her, she came out with a whole bunch of puppies and went off to the side and laid down. Didn't have anything to do with any of the other puppies. She did not come out. Oh, am I getting kisses? Am I getting little Onyx kisses? She didn't have anything to do with the other puppies. She did not come and see us or anything. The breeder had to go pick her up and bring her to us. We get her home. She went under the table and wouldn't come out. We couldn't catch her. She didn't want to have anything to do with anybody. So I got a leash and a choker on her, and she had to wear that leash forever. I have a couple videos on my page of Bella when she was a puppy, where she would not come in the house. We had this big fenced-in backyard, and she refused to come in the house. She'd come in the house, and then she'd dart right back out. It took me one day, 2 hours to get her in the house, because she wouldn't come in. But 3 months it took me to get her to the point where we could at least catch her without the leash. I've got her trained where, you know, she's leash trained. She'll sit and she'll stay and things like that and lay down. But everything is still in Bella's time. If she doesn't want petted, you could reach down to pet her and she'll make that noise literally and walk away. She is a priss. When I told her it was time to go bye-bye, she put her head down and slowly walked away. Like, nope, I don't want to go. Onyx, on the other hand, it was, you want to go bye-bye? Look at her. You've seen her head snap. Want to go bye-bye? Onyx, want to go bye-bye? Want to go bye-bye? Oh, she's like, we are going bye-bye. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. We are bye-bye. She's just too alert. She's looking at everything. But, yeah. So, I'm going to take them in and get them their baths and get their nails trimmed. I couldn't get their nails trimmed until I got her with her rabies updated. That's one of the things. They check their rabies and Bordetella. And they just... Bella needed her Bordetella updated, which she was due for her shots anyway, her yearly shots. Onyx needed her her rabies updated because they didn't do it because they were super itchy. Yeah, dogs have skin irritations from yeast. Don't give them extra bread. I had ran out of because Bella takes Apoquel for her skin irritations, which is usually from, it could be food, it could be something in the grass, it could be whatever. It's not, hers isn't food related because she's been on the same food since she was a puppy. But for whatever reason, since she got older, her skin breaks out more. But with the wrinkles, sometimes it can be from yeast, from sweating or whatever. But anyway, I digress. When I ran out of moist dog food, which is usually what I put their pills in. Well, if I give some food with a pill to Bella, I can't leave the other one out because then she gets jealous. So I'd give them each a little bit. Well, I ran out of it. Well, I always make Blake and I breakfast, and usually it's eggs with some toast or whatever. So I would take a little bit of bread. Because I ran out, I took a little piece of bread and I would give it to Bella, or Bella. Well, Bella won't eat regular bread. She has to have a little dollop of butter on hers. That was the only way I could get her to take the bread. So I gave a piece of bread to Onyx. Well, I was like, well, that's working, so let's just kind of keep that going for a while. Well, I noticed Onyx started itching. So I added Benadryl, which you can do. I had added Benadryl to Bella's because she just kept itching even though she had the Apoquel, and then Onyx started itching. It was around allergy season, the spring, so I just kind of kept, I figured it was because of allergies and stuff, and so I kept giving them a piece of bread with the Benadryl. And they just kept itching. They got to the point where they were starting to lose hair and get sores. And I was like, I don't understand what is going on. So I made a vet appointment because Onyx was due to get her shots and stuff anyway. And right before their appointment, because I was going to get both of them looked at for the itching, I had got on my Sharpei Facebook group that I'm on, that's for Sharpei health and stuff, because they are such a weird breed. Not all vets are Sharpei savvy. And I had posted a question about, I told them what was going on with them, and I posted a video of them eating a marshmallow, because every once in a while we'll give them a marshmallow as a treat. We don't do it all the time because I don't want diabetic dogs. Because sugar, dogs, you just don't want to do that. And somebody made a comment about, well, no wonder they've got problems. You're going to have diabetic dogs because of the sugar, blah blah blah. And then someone made comment about sugar being a carbohydrate, and if they're having issues with the itching, maybe it has something to do with a food allergy. And if it's anything with yeast or something like that, that it contains sugars, which is carbohydrates, and that could be feeding the itching. And they were asking what in their diets changed, and it made me start thinking. I'm like, you know what? I did change. The only change that I'd made was that bread. So I was causing the itching, and I had compounded the itching because I kept giving them the bread. So we don't do bread anymore. So once I stopped the bread, the itching cleared up like that. So yeah, but they wouldn't give Onyx her other shots until we cleared up the itching. So yeah, that's why she was late getting her shots. Bad mom. Live and learn. Just didn't even occur to me that could be causing the issue. But it's one of those things. If you got an animal and they're acting sick or having issues, look at your food. Did anything change that could be causing something? Because 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a food issue with your dog, with your animal. Not always, but a lot of times. I was going to eat these chocolates, and yeah, they're going to have to go inside with me because they can't stay out here. All right, childrens. Are you ready? Are you ready? I know. So yeah, this is the little wash card. Oh gosh, yes, you're checking it. So every time I get a wash, they punch the card. So I guess it's 5 washes and then I get one free. So they'll punch this one, I'll get a free one, and then I'll get a new card today. So I'll be spending $60 for washes for another card. So there you go, Nick. If you ever go to give your dogs washes, you'll have to check to see if you have either Pet Supply Plus or Tractor Supply. Usually will have them too if you've got one of the bigger, I think it's a Tractor Supply Plus or something like that. We've got a Tractor Supply that has it, but we've been coming here so much because they've got like really cheap dog toys too that are like $2 or $3. I don't know if you've ever seen my video about the toast, or was it toast? No, what do we call it? Dot. Poor Dot. Poor Dot. We never have found another Dot. We've got the donuts though now. The donuts have replaced Dot. When Onyx was a puppy, the vet gave us a starter kit for the puppy, and it was I guess it was either an ice cream sandwich or a piece of toast. It was this little tiny, little squishy piece of like toast or something. It was a little squish toy, and she loves soft toys, like the really soft toys that's got stuffing in them. She got a hole in it. I tried to fix it, and I did a video of where I fixed it, and then I had to do a follow-up one like almost immediately after because she tore a hole in Dot and destroyed Dot, so Dot had to go in the trash. And at the end of the video is hilarious because she kind of whimpered when I threw Dot away. It was like, oh gosh. The end of it was hilarious because she watched me throw Dot away and she was like, ah. So if you want some entertainment, go find Dot on my page. It's under the videos, not the shorts. It was just funny. There's Dot part 1 and Dot part 2. She was so excited to get Dot back on part 1 and then part 2. She's just sitting there staring at me while I've got Dot part 2 on part 2 anyway. So I'm going to get these guys, get them out because the sun's kind of in here, so it's probably I think that's why she's panting. It's getting warm in here. Even though I turned the heat off and stuff. So anywho, thanks for hanging. The size of a Dot. Oh. Well, it's cool because they've got these little toys that are only like $2 and $3. So if they tear them up, it's like whatever. And they're like in the shape of food. Like they've got a thing of French fries. We don't get the French fries because she'll just tear the fries right out of the thing. But they've got donuts. They've got little small donuts, and they've got a big donut that's got a little squeaker in it. She likes the squeakies. It's just like carry them around. She'll even bring them to bed. Or we'll get the bones that have like peanut butter marrow in them. And next thing I know, we'll go to bed and there'll be 3 or 4 bones and a dinosaur and 2 donuts in the bed. Like she'll just take them and hoard them and put them all up on the bed. And then she gets mad because we take them all off and put them outside of the bedroom at night. She's like, ah. Silly dog. But anyway, I'll probably go live afterwards on the way home. I will probably stop over at the dealership and take them and see Dad. At least Onyx. I don't know whether Bella will get out of the car to go see Dad. She's kind of like, let's go home. Anyway, I will chat at you guys later. Thanks for hanging out with me. We'll probably be on tonight. We've been playing some GTA, but I haven't been streaming it because I've been trying to relearn the game. I'm kind of like iffy on the game. I like the game, but Blake just likes me to hang out and just ride along with him on everything, and I get kind of bored with it. So I don't play GTA 5 that often because of that. I get bored just kind of riding around. I like to go ride my motorcycle, or I'll get on one of my bikes or whatever to go do stuff. But when you do the same thing over and over and over, I get kind of bored with it. So yeah, but we've got things to do on Elden Ring. I made it to Abyssal Woods. There's an area I need to go to get the thing of roses. We talked about doing some more insurgency or battlefield. Um, I'm leery about streaming Daisy because those guys are just not. They're they're not friendly on there. Um, I might stream some on TikTok, like I said, just because I need to do some of that. My friends on there are like, "Are you going to start streaming on here some? You know, we kind of miss you." So I might do that some too. So, but I can get it set up where I can stream on both on all of my platforms. So that might be just kind of one of those things that'll be kind of wonky sounding and looking, but something I might do a little bit of. But that might be more of like Battlefield or Grounded or something, because I try to keep it friendly for TikTok, because TikTok is very, very. Um, oh, how cool! Daisy's fun. Daisy is a lot of fun. Have you been on Sakal yet? The snow map. That thing's brutal. It's fun, but it's brutal. Um, yeah, we're kind of like vagabonds. We don't really have much of a base or anything. Those guys get on a community server. I don't like to play the community servers. I'm usually on official. Um, I'm not big on the modded stuff. But oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. So many times and even now that I've played it even a bunch, I will get to the point where I will get fish, I'll get a fire, and just as I'm cooking, I die. I'll starve to death, or I'll freeze to death. It's a trip. It's fun. Or we get attacked and we end up still dying as we're fighting. We had 2 hours in a row that we were fighting a group of 6, and there were 6 of us, or no, 4 of us, I think. It gets crazy, but it's fun. Hey, Hungry, how are you? I haven't seen you in forever. How have you been? I've missed you. It's good to see you. You haven't posted in a while. I'm doing good. Getting ready to go give these guys baths as you look up her nose. I bet. I figured you've been busy and that's why you haven't posted. I know you've got more to life than just ASMRs. I'm glad to see you. Your family doing okay? Oh, I had been kind of doing it a little bit in the background as Him's Nasty. She knew I was Him's Nasty months ago, and for her to all of a sudden block me and say that that's why she blocked me. No, I'm about 98% sure that Liza is back in the picture. It has to be. How else did she all of a sudden pay off her creditors, be able to get the apartment with the down payment, be able to pay the first month's rent, get get all these dishes and stuff for her apartment. Yeah, there's no way she did that just for herself. I seen that. You used to you donated to her, um, and I, oh my god, dude, I used to I'm Him's Nasty. I used to dog you for donating to her. You know that. I'm like, of all the people, it's like, dude, why? I would see you treat her so good, and it was just like, she used to dog you even when you would donate to her. She trashed your channel. She would say things like, She's like, I'm not into that kind of stuff, but I go to his channel because I like him. She didn't like your channel and stuff even then. Even when you were trying to do nice to her. Even when she was having you as a mod. She would trash you. Half of those subs are dead subs. Most of those subs don't even acknowledge her. They're just dead subs. Most of those subs subbed to her back when she was at the homeless shelter, back when she had the dead finger, um, you know, back when when she was creating drama, when she was entertaining. She's nothing. She is absolutely nothing. Um, every once in a while, she gets people to feel sorry for her. That's it. And there's, they say there's a fool born every minute. There's a lot to that. And sadly, she gets a bunch of lemmings that follow her. And those moderators that she has, I mean, I still like Amanda Lynn. I'm not going to totally trash Amanda Lynn because she's family. Oh, she was terrible to Victor. She was terrible to Victor before he got murdered. She was horrible. If people could see the videos before she deleted all those videos off of her channel, she was horrible. She'd video him while he was asleep and tell people what a piece of crap he was, how worthless he was. There's people that still have some of those videos and they'll play them. They'll play clips of them. Yeah, she had kicked him out. She'd kicked him out of the apartment. For whatever reason, she'd always kick him out. She would say he wasn't pulling his weight or whatever. I like how, she uses him being drunk or being on drugs or whatever when it's convenient. Other times she'll cry, I miss him. He was my soulmate. We had kids together, but then she tells people how he's the reason that she's missing teeth. I mean, come on. Was he an abuser or not? He was an abuser. She still kept taking him back, but yet she wants to play holier than thou. It just depends on which scenario she wants to play that might benefit her at that moment. She's a waste of air is what she is. His murder was a real thing. There's news stories and stuff about it. There was a serial killer in the area that was killing homeless people. What the guy's vendetta was against homeless people, I don't know. But him and his friend were in his car. They were staying in his car. I guess he had asked if he could come back home, and she said no. So he was being a vagabond or whatever with his friend, and they got killed in his car because he was mistaken as a homeless person. He basically was a homeless person at that point. He wasn't allowed to go home, so he was homeless. So yeah, that is a true story. That I will vouch for. I will vouch for the living conditions that she had at that duplex in Bristol, because I was there. I didn't live there, sorry. I was there one day where I seen ice forming on the floors of that place because the contractors that Miss Nancy was hiring were not doing their jobs. They had taken all of the frame around the doors on the front and back doors of that duplex off, and you could literally see from the living room outside. And we were having negative 20-degree wind chill factors, and there was ice forming on the wood floors of her house. I bought space heaters. Oh, goodness gracious. The lady with the dog beside us is back, so she's barking. Oh, you're ferocious. Oh, you're so ferocious. Onyx. Hey. Oh, that'll teach you. So she fell off the hump. See if we can see her purse her lips. Hey, 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 hey. What? What? What's squishy? What's squishy? What's squishy? Squishy? Squishy, squishy? She's a mess. She is a mess. She's protecting me. She's protecting me. You're a mess. She keeps looking at everybody like going by and wanting to be all ferocious. She's ferocious. Yeah, she's my protector. Her last name is Justy. It's Justy from when she was married. That's her legal last name. But I mean, she's had her what do you call it? Her initial last name was Badi, Vadi, I think. And then I don't know if the Justy was from. I think Justy was when she was actually married. Don't know what it was before. I don't know if I don't know where the Segundo came from. The Segundo, I don't know if she was married again. I don't know if she got adopted. Those I don't know. I haven't really asked or dug into it. I'm sure I could probably find out. I'm sure I could find out. I know I could find out. I haven't really dug into that part. I'm sure I could find out, but she always scams. She said she made a comment that she had said on one of her lives that she was having stuff sent to the hotel in San Antonio. But when she moved into her apartment in San Antonio, she said she needed to do, she was going to check on a P.O. box to see how much it was, because she needed to do an address change to get her mail to be sent, to get her address changed from Kingsport. So she still was using her Kingsport address while she's living in San Antonio. So why? I don't know. I don't know why she hadn't forwarded any of her information, or why she didn't do an actual change of address. I don't know. It's kind of like while she was here, she was still using her Florida address. She had slipped and said that on a live once. Don't know. Don't know. Yeah, she's a huge deceiver. I still don't think she has her driver's license. She lied about that. She still doesn't have her driver's license. If thinking back, if people, oh man, if people just really, what now? Oh, the guy that's in the truck behind us has come back. So now she's mad about that. When she was in Tennessee, she kept saying she studied for what, a month and a half for just her permit or her written test or something for her driver's license. Who does that? It's just a driver's test. It's just a written test. All you gotta do, I mean, if you know your signs and stuff. Oh my God. Now, I believe she has insurance. I mean, you have to have insurance. You can have insurance and not have your driver's license. If you have a car, you have to have insurance. As long as you have a state issued ID, which she does have. She does have that. I can vouch for that. She does have a state issued ID. Um, um, but um, you have to have insurance. If you have a car, you have to have insurance, because if something happens with that car, if that car rolls forward and hits something, you're liable for it. Plain and simple. Whether you have a driver's license or not, you're liable for it. It has to be insured. Like my motorcycle. My motorcycle's just been sitting in the, if it's just sitting in the garage doing nothing, it has to be insured. It can't just go uninsured. I can get in trouble for it. If it rolls out of the garage and hits a kid or something, I'm liable for it. Even though it's not being ridden or anything, I'm liable for it. It's just the way it is. It's just a law. And I believe that's a law at every state. But yeah, she's a terrible driver. Yeah, she has friends that are just as devious as her, that aren't going to come out against her. I mean, she had people that were lying for her, even there in Texas, that were telling people that she was working for them when she wasn't. They were vouching for her that she had a job when she didn't have a job. At one of the many apartments that she was going to get approved for, that she got approved for, blah 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 blah, when she first got there. One of those many move-in specials and stuff that she said she got approved for and stuff, that she had to verify that she had a income and stuff. Yeah, she wasn't working, but she had a friend from a previous place that she lived that I believe was an apartment manager, and was vouching for her that she was working for them at that place. Red light special. Ew, a red light special. Ew, her with a red light special. That's just disgusting. A green-eyed kitty, that's just gross. Why? Why did you go there? Turn that red light off. Please turn that red light off. Oh my God, I remember when I was a teenager, my mom had colored bulbs, and I put a red light in my closet, and she got so mad at me. She says, "You get that out of your closet now. Do you know what a red light means?" It's like, no, I don't know. I thought it was cool. I thought it was cool to have a red light. And then I had I had a blue light in one, like a lamp. And then I had a red light in something else. And I'd have just a red light in my room, or just a blue light in my room. And she told me that a red light was for prostitutes. It meant that a prostitute lived there. Yeah, that red light came out really fast. That's the first thing I thought of when you said the red light special. Sorry, I don't know if that's what you meant. Oh, those pierced lips. Look at that face. When she does that pierced lips. What? Hush. 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 What? She was so concentration. She didn't know whether to growl or what. Look at her. Hush. 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 What is it? I don't know if you guys can hear her. What is it? Oh, she's like in deep. cracks me up. She is just like, out of all the dogs I've had, she has got the cutest freaking face. And she knows it. Oh, I'm getting kisses. I'm getting Onyx kisses. Oh, I'm getting Onyx kisses. What? Oh, I'm getting Onyx kisses. I'm getting Onyx kisses. I got Onyx kisses. Oh, what is it? There's a dude. There's a dude. Oh, goodness, it's a dude. It's a dude. It's 35 right now. But the sun is out, so it's kind of warm where I'm sitting. What? You guys ready to go? You ready to get this over with? Dad's gonna wonder what is taking so long. We've been gone a while. Dad's gonna be like, what is taking so long? What is taking so long? Squishy, squishy, squishy. Oh, goodness. What? Oh, I'm getting kisses again. More kisses. More kisses. More kisses. That's one thing I can't stand is a dog that licks my face. But I will kiss her right on top of her nose. My baby girl. My baby girl. My baby. My baby girl. You guys ready? You guys ready? There was supposed to be one of our Sharpei from the rescue group was supposed to be in the puppy bowl, but I'm not sure what's going on with that. I think they had his name is Gordy. We had one last year. Cronet was his name. Jake is his real name. He made it into round 3, I think, of the voting. But for some reason, we can't figure out what's going on. It didn't look like this one had made it even into round 1, but I didn't even know the voting was going on yet. I'd posted something on my community page about I'd be posting the link, but for some reason I seen something that didn't even look like he made it into round 1. Ollie was his name, or is his name, and I had posted about him earlier a few months ago. He's one of the newer rescues, and he had all kinds of health issues. They weren't even sure if he was going to make it at one point. When he came in, he had a ton of health issues. He's doing really good. He's actually getting adopted. I think they renamed him Cappuccino was his name. Sweet dog. There's if we could get money raised where I could fence in a portion of our backyard. There's a dog that's been dying to get adopted. Her name is Sunny. Well, I guess I answered your question. I'm getting ready to go, babe. I swear, I'm getting ready to go. I've been saying, I was like, yeah, we're getting ready to go. I'm going. I've been saying it for like about 10-15 minutes. I'm gonna go. Yeah, hungry. That's my husband. I'm in trouble. I love you, babe. Wasn't I just saying, I was like, yeah, my husband's probably wondering what happened to me. I was just saying that. I was like, yeah, he's probably wondering what happened to me. At least he knew where to find me. I told him I was probably going to go live when I was on my way over here. I did tell him I was leaving the house. I told him I'd been gone for a while. He can rewind back and he can even see I'd been saying I was going to get off here a few times. Okay. I guess I'm going to go now. All right, girls, we're going to get our baths done. I love you, babe. All right, you guys, I am seriously going to get off here now. I will probably be back later. I'll chat at you guys later. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hit the thumbs up, and I will chat at you guys later. Probably get on here later, on the way back or something. Talk to you later. See you. Bye.